and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Lions going up against the A's. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby, and a lot riding on this one as these teams meet for Game 2, Chris.
Well, winning Game 1 on the road was huge, Boog, and they can put a stranglehold on this series with the win here in this one, and that's obviously the goal. You want to go back home up 2-0 with a chance to wrap up the series in your own ballpark for sure.
And if it goes the other way and the series gets to 1-1, it's a total reset as we change venues for the next 3 games. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here, and on the mound now, Luis Medina.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
Ready to go now? Now it's the right fielder, number 43. Kicks and fires. Line drive. Let's take a look at the lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back, and for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives or maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count is 2-2. And there's a ball. So now 3-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Molina gathers, goes to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, it gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Just missed.
1 strike.
Two outs, base is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Started to go after it. Now we'll look down to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Siggy. And on the hill, John Gray. What's the scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Now, Alec Thomas. The pitch. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Wouldn't chase that figures to be a tough matchup for him. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Late that time, and it's strike two. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
The punch out there, and there's two away. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. Two outs. That missed by a lot. It's 2-2. Cut and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second. Now at the plate, number 32. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're the guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup. And I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman. Next offering is in for a strike. Second inning here, no score. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Next offering upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high. I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. Man at first, one away. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. The high heat too much on that one.
But that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Willie Montanez. 2 outs.
2-1.
Pitch out, but no action. In the air, right field, drifts towards it. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the veteran outfielder, Sammy Sosa. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a foul straight back. Righty delivers. that one down the line, and that's just foul. Next pitch is downstairs. Heading down the line. He's got it. And there's one down.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And a pitch. That's in there. And the count 1-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
And down on strikes. And 2 away now. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but it'll also keep the defense fresh behind him. Allowing some balls in play as well.
The 1-2. Swing and a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Everything came together for him. A fastball, middle of the plate, jumping all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And here is Ivan Calderon. In the air. Towards right center. Tees after it. Drops into the glove. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. New inning getting started. Here's the speedy catcher, number 16.
Number 16.
The wind and the pitch.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Bounce to the left side. Molina sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now batting Jamer Candelario. This guy's kind of a unicorn in today's game of baseball. It seems like we're seeing fewer and fewer switch hitters, and he is elite regardless of the side of the plate he's hitting from.
Well, in this day of analytics, you have to be really good, and you've got to be consistent as well. Otherwise, you're going to be out of the lineup because of the matchup. But, yeah, it's amazing what he can do from both sides of the plate.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, I've always said it's tough. An elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Next to hit, number 43. Swing and a miss, 99. How do you do?
You know, Luke, one thing about being a great switch hitter, it's so tough to keep both of your swings sharp. I mean, sometimes it can feel like a long time in between at bats against a lefty or vice versa. You can work on both swings, but there's only so much.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. One half of the 3rd coming up. No score. And we're back. Now Molina at the plate.
The catcher, Christian.
The pitch. And there's the strike. Timeout asked for and given at the plate now. And he deals. Hit on the ground to Candelario. The throw to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. Here's Rafael Devers. Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away. So the batting order turns over. Alec Thomas now. The line to kick the pitch. Line drive. Adam in center field. Second game of the ALCS. And now the DH, Geraldo Perdomo. Next offer in there for a strike. It's 2-2. And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boog. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. This one in the air. Devers has this one sized up. Throws it in for the out. And next will be the cleanup hit. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. 2 down, nobody on.
No.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately you either have it or you don't.
Just missed.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield. One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Runner on the goal. Here's a 1-2. Runner on the go again. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. The pitch. And now the count is even. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series. Just misses with that one. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. And Alberto Mondesi would be next. A swing and a miss. That retires the side. And that'll do it. So it's no runs, no base hits. No errors. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Jose Ramirez. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Shortened up the swing and went right back up the middle.
Here's a big power threat. David Ortiz. Swung. God belted. That's back there. He'll circle the bases. That's his 4th home run of the series. And now they're out front. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
And here is Sosa to the plate. On the ground out to short. And it's through for a hit. And the postseason success continues for him.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. He got rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And we'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And the John Kenzie Noel. Righty to the plate. And another ball. Ray moved to first. Sosa gets back easily. 2 runs across in the inning here in game 2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now
Frank Molina digs in now. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And there's 2 away.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
And the batter now, Ivan Calderon. 2 outs. And that is cut on and missed. Slider right there.
2 strikes.
That one missed.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. The 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off at Alberto Mondesi. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Hits him for first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's the other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders, have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground, drifts towards it, hauls it in for one. 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath a little bit and popped it up.
Here's the power hitting catcher. Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Just missed.
It's a good take.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball be deep. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
a swing and a drive. Back there. And that one is off the wall. Around third. He scores, and they trail by one. And this is going to be a two-out triple.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So the lineup flips over, and now the right fielder. On a strike, the pitch. It's through for a hit. The tying run is in to score for third. It's 2-2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So 2 down. Next is the designated hitter, Geraldo Perdomo. Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Okay.
Misses. That's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him. They get 2 and draw even again. Last half of the 5th coming up. We are tied 2-2. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Christian Molina.
Here
comes the pitch. Oh, that fouled off. The 1-2. Out to short. Mondesi fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Second base.
Now it's Devers. 1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Ground ball to the right side. And it goes just foul. The wind of the pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And Devers hits that one. And Devers is set down. And there are 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And this is just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Through 5. All even at 2-2. Top 6. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field. little tardy on that fastball. He's going to have to get it going a little quicker, get that front foot down.
This to third. Ramirez sends it to first, and they take care of Tatis for the out.
Now batting. Number 32.
Here's the left fielder. Next off is in for a strike.
It looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to run velocity and stay there.
Tosses to first, and that quickly to away.
Perfectly executed 12-6 curveball right there, and with that kind of break, if you can drop it in below the zone like that, it's going to look like a strike the entire way coming in and then just disappear. So hard to get under the ball unless you're really gearing up for it, and you might need a pitching wedge.
And now it's going to be number 12.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. So they make short work of him there. 2-3-4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. We are tied 2-2. Bottom of the 6th, leading off Jose Ramirez.
The third baseman.
Ramirez hit his 200th career home run last season here in Cleveland, Drew. In fact, he hit home runs number 199 and 200 in the same game. The opponent in that one, the Boston Red Sox, just like today. You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
This one in the air. Corrals it, and there's one down.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And now the first baseman, David Ortiz. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. Misses inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. That one ripped. Squeezes it. That's out number 2.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Kicks and deals. Pitch misses. And the count 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
There's the strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the air, right field. Flying after this one. Can't get there. This one lands foul. The 2-2. And another ball. John Quincy Noel up next. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. 6 innings behind us. All square at 2-2. Pitching change here, number 49. the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Thomas sizing it up. One down. So digging in, Willie Martinez.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
One down, base is empty.
Hi.
And now 1 and 2.
1-2.
And a pitch. Popped up. Ramirez under it. 2 down. And now the catcher comes up to hit. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. And that one wrapped foul.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and
well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's going to be John Kenzie Noel.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
Wouldn't chase that time.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Full count.
A swing and a miss, and a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the top of the 8th, now the third baseman, Jamer Candelario. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
1 strike.
And the righty deals. Swings and misses. And the count's even at 2.
Great deception with the changeup there, and it's all about arm speed. If that arm speed can look just like the fastball, a lot of times you'll get that hitter to swing and miss.
And the right-hander deals. Line drive. Down the line, and it's foul. The 2-2. Backs and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because because it throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls, but because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Base hit into the outfield. So a man aboard now with one away.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Once in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And now, Geraldo Perdomo. A fly ball right field. This could go the distance. Home run! A gigantic blast. And they take the lead. It's 4-2. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Number 52 gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
One down, and now the center fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. And strike two.
The other coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Bases empty, one away here in the late stages of game two. And that's outside, and it's 2-2. One down, base is empty. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's two down. Two outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder. Base is empty, two away, but two runs are in, and we're in the top of the eighth. Two outs. And another ball. That one not close. And that's ball three. Number 12 hitting on deck circle. Left field. Thomas gets under it. And that'll do it. Two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 4-2. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Jonathan Hernandez.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And here's the catcher, Christian Molina. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Angel De Los Santos, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Rodriguez also getting ready. The 1-2. And that one almost hit him.
Looking to get something going. This is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
2-2 on the way. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max out. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
Devers now. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One out, bases empty. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2. Got him. That's the second out.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
So 2 down now, and here is Alec Thomas. The pitch. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
And a 1-2. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-2.
That one almost got him. That's a base hit. Into square forward. It's 4-3. And that puts the tying run on base.
Big time at bat right there. Comes through and they're back within a run. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Substitution now at first base. And here's the pinch runner, Ahmed Rosario. 2 outs, runner on first. And here's the first baseman, David Ortiz. That's outside. 2-2. With a single base runner because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Two. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string of the changeup. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Now to the ball game on defense, Ahmed Rosario. He's the new third baseman. A new arm into the game, the righty, Edwin Diaz.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the second baseman. The pitch. Out towards left center. Makes the grab on the run. And Alberto Mondesi will hit next. The 1-1. And a good eye there. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and miss.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Not close with that one. And now 3-2.
Struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So they go quietly there. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Puerto Rico out front here, 4-3. Back now, and on the mound to close. Angel de los Santos.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure. This one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
He's 2 outs away. Now it's the DH, John Kenzie Noel. Ground fly ball to right center. And a couple of quick outs. So it's their last chance in this one. And the batter will be the shortstop, Frank Molina. Towards right center field. Slices this one up. And that'll do it.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.